Tonight we're learning more about the 14 victims murdered in New Orleans while trying to celebrate the new year.
It comes as the FBI is revealing new details about the investigation into the terror attack. They now believe the driver who barreled down Bourbon Street acted alone. The FBI also combing through videos posted on social media hours before the attack, as well as security video to try to piece together a timeline.
And tonight, people are again walking down Bourbon Street. It's reopened after crews installed new temporary barriers on the sidewalks and at the intersection. We have team coverage. Christine Sloan spoke to loved ones who knew one of the victims from Princeton University. But Lisa Rozner is here with the latest on the investigation. Lisa.
Well, Dick and Christine, right now the FBI saying there is no threat to public safety at this time. In fact, they say that the attacker joined ISIS before the summer and had other plans as part of this attack.
This was an act of terrorism. It was premeditated and an evil act.
The FBI announcing Thursday new details about the vehicle ramming plan devised by 42-year-old Army veteran Shamsuddin Jabbar. The FBI says the U.S. citizen who lived in Texas picked up his rented truck in Houston on December 30th. Then on the 31st, he drove to New Orleans. And in the early morning hours, New Year's Day, he posted 5 videos on Facebook just before mowing down a crowd of revelers, killing 14 innocent people and injuring nearly 40 people.
In the first video, Jabbar explains he originally planned to harm his family and friends, but was concerned the news headlines would not focus on the, quote, war between the believers and the disbelievers.
As police secure the Airbnb he rented nearby, a person familiar with the investigation tells CBS News explosive devices found in Jabbar's vehicle and in the French Quarter were rudimentary pipe bombs containing shrapnel, nails, screws, and tacks.
FBI bomb technicians also recovered 2 IEDs in coolers, one from the cross-section of Bourbon and Orleans Street, and the second at an intersection approximately 2 blocks away.
Right before Bourbon Street reopened, New Orleans officials held a private memorial for the innocent lives lost.
We gathered in front of the truck. We laid 14 yellow roses down for our 14 victims. People did not die in vain. As a result, we will be a safer city, we will be a safer country.
Among those injured are 2 Israeli men in their mid-20s. The consul of Israel to the southwest says they have severe leg and arm injuries.
At the moment is about to go another life-saving operation. Both of them are with ventilators at the moment.
And law enforcement sources tell CBS News that the attacker had an AR-15 style weapon on him as well as a handgun at the time of the attack. Right now, the FBI is asking anyone who knew Jabbar or was in that area in New Orleans at the time of the attack to come forward to help with the investigation. They have a lot of tips to comb through right now.
They certainly do. Okay, Lisa, thanks very much.
And continuing our team coverage now, what we're learning about the victims with ties to the tri-state area.
Christine Sloan spoke to those who knew 2 victims who graduated from Princeton University.
Tiger Besh, seen in this video, was a star football player at Princeton University from 2016 to 2018 and one of the 14 people killed in the New Orleans terrorist attack. The 27-year-old worked in Manhattan at Seaport Global.
Tiger was a vivacious, incredibly giving human being, colleague, friend. We are all devastated by this senseless loss.
Work colleagues mourning his loss say Besh, an all-Ivy League kick returner and receiver, was humble and dedicated.
We are very tight-knit and we'll get through this together, but we are just, sending our deepest condolences to Tiger, to the Beck family, and all of our love and support and prayers.
Besh's close friend and another Princeton graduate, Ryan Quigley, was also injured in the New Year's morning attack when authorities say ISIS supporter Shamsuddin Jabbar intentionally plowed into a crowd of people on Bourbon Street.
Ryan was just an awesome kid. Great character. The Quigleys were great. Paul and Kelly did a great job in raising Ryan.
A neighbor in the Philadelphia suburb where Quigley grew up says he was also a great athlete. He expects the 26-year-old, a graduate of Lansdale Catholic High School, to make a full recovery.
got a text from his dad saying he's stable but very emotionally distraught at what happened to his roommate and friend. I was reaching out to Paul to wish him a happy New Year's, and he texted me that he was on his way to New Orleans.
Friends have set up a GoFundMe page for Quigley's recovery, and in honor of Besh, they describe Quigley as a fighter. His high school is also praying for him, the Besh family, and all of the victims. In Holmdel, New Jersey, Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York.
Now, a third victim with ties to New Jersey has been identified as 25-year-old Billy DeMeo. He lived in Holmdel in Monmouth County. The radio broadcasting company Odyssey confirmed he worked there, saying Billy will be fondly remembered for his unwavering work ethic, positive attitude, and kindness. DeMeo was listed as a member of the 2022 Chestnut Hill College lacrosse team in Philadelphia. And a young man from Long Island is among those killed in the attack. The family of 25-year-old Matthew Tenedorio confirms he died from a gunshot wound. They tell us he was born in Mineola, but moved to the New Orleans area when he was around 5. He's the youngest of 3 boys. The Tenedorio family says Michael worked at the Superdome in New Orleans with his father. On social media, Governor Hochul said, all New Yorkers are mourning the horrific loss of one of our own.
And tonight there is increased security outside Trump Tower in Midtown. The NYPD says there are no credible threats to the city. However, security is beefed up at high-profile locations, including the president-elect's Manhattan headquarters. There is also additional police on patrol in Times Square. As we learn more about the victims in the New Orleans terror attack and the investigation, we'll post those updates on our website. There you can also find a map and a timeline at cbsnewyork.com.